What up, my Nanja people out now? Day, don't take, man. Don't take. I did greet all of now, my Yoruba, Igbo, Fake, Hausa, Ibibio TV, Igala, Yoruba, Bini, Agbo, Delta Igbo, all of now. I salute. Yes, it's been a while. It's been a while. I said I was gonna do part three of Shawara. Do you think he can win the Nigerian 2019 presidential election? I was gonna do part three this month. Yes, I'm gonna do that on Sunday, 6 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time, which should be about 12 midnight Nigerian time. Yeah, if you'll be watching from Nigeria, I know it's a little bit too late, but as I you can always watch it later. Um, but today, I said I was gonna do. I mean, right now, I'm gonna do something different. I'm gonna talk about uh, the the what do you call it? The vice presidential debate that took place on Friday, December the 14th. That's about 10 days ago. What day? About 9 days ago. 9 days ago. So that's what I'll be talking about today, and so uh, so we're gonna talk about the debate. I would like to hear your opinions after that. But before I delve into that particular debate, and that was a vice presidential debate on December 14th, and the presidential debate itself is gonna be on January 19th. Uh, 2019, Saturday, January 19, 2019. That will be the presidential debate. Gong, gong, gong. Yes, the main debate that everyone has been waiting for. I have been waiting. I'm looking forward to that. Definitely looking forward to that. So let's talk about a little bit about history. As I said, I want people to actually learn when they watch this channel to have a more robust, a richer understanding about our political history, Nigerian political history. When you understand it a little better, then that will enable you to think more critically in this present day, and so that you can vote right, so that you can understand what's going on and why it's going on the way it is, so that we can fix the problem for tomorrow. Because we want a better tomorrow, right? Everyone want a better tomorrow. Yes, we want a better tomorrow. And so, and my first video or my second of the show series, I think part one or part two, I can't even remember at this point. I I mentioned that we are in the third republic. What I that meant was we've had series of interrupted democracy in Nigeria uh, after 1960 when we got our independence. So have the coup, and then the military took over. Then we went back to democracy in 1997, and then after that another coup. Who took over in 80 in the 1980s? 83, I believe. Our current president, yes, Muhammadu Buhari. Then he was General Buhari. He took over in 83, interrupting our democracy, and I think after him, we resume our democracy again, and then the military took over again, and then we tried to resume the democracy in 1993. Everyone know the story of June 12th, 1993, M.K.O. Abiola. So, but that didn't work out. The military still took over in 1993 until 1999. That's when we resumed our democracy. That is the Third Republic I was referring to. And so let's think about debates since then. Yes, that was supposed to be a presidential debate in 1999. Then it's not like now currently we have 79 presidential candidate that was going to be running for 2019 presidential election in Nigeria. But then it wasn't that much parties. It was just three parties, and in the end, only two parties was gonna because only two candidates It was three party at that time and only two candidates because the other two parties merged to represent just one candidate. So it was one candidate against the PDP. PDP who was Olusegun Obasanjo at that time. And guess what? He started uh, all this mess. Yes, he refused to participate in the debate in 1999. So, and that started a tradition. See, there is something very important about building a strong foundation. So we missed that. That was it. Wasn't a good start. It wasn't a good foundation that Obasanjo gave Nigerians. He refused to attend the debate in 1999, and guess what? PDP has been in power from 1999 until 2015. Guess what? After in 2003, that was his second term when he was running for re-election for his second term. He still refused to attend the debate. He didn't attend the debate in 2003. Then in 2007, when Umaru Yaradua is running under the PDP platform, guess what? He too did not attend the presidential debate, and he sent his VP at that time. You know who that is? Good luck, Jonathan. Yes, he sent him to attend on his behalf, and then come 2011. 2011. 2011. Okay, Umaru Yaradua died before his tenure ended, so his VP, not Osibanjo, is current VP, Goodluck Jonathan, took over as the president until 2011 election, and he won the election. But we're not talking about who won the election at this point. He refused to go to debate at that time. And guess what? The debate, what am I trying to say? The debate there were two debates held in 2011. One was, I believe, was NN24, which has affiliation with CNN, and then the other one was by the BON, that's the Broadcasting Organization of Nigeria, who are the same people in conjunction with the NEDG, that's Nigeria Election Debate Group. They are the two organizations hosting the current VP and presidential debate for the 2019 election. So he said he was going to attend the debate for BON in 2011. He refused to attend for the NN24. So that was another thing. But he did attend Goodluck Jonathan attended the debate that was hosted by BON in 2011, but he did not attend the one hosted by NN24, which has affiliation to CNN. He gave his reason that, and other people also gave reason that Nigerians have matured in journalism, that they do not need foreign, foreigners to host a debate for Nigeria, which makes sense in a way, but still, every candidate that was called upon to participate in debate should participate in debate. That is my opinion on that. So you see how we've been going through a series of attending debate and not attending debate, which has been what we have been dealing with in Nigeria. And in that issue, remember our current president, Muhammadu Buhari, he also have issues with attending debate and not attending debate. And he has been running for election since 2003. He ran in 2003. He ran in 2007. He ran in 2011, and he finally won in 2015. So among those times, he only attended the debate in 2007 and in 2011. He did not attend the debate in 2003. He did not attend the debate in 2015. He refused. Actually, he clearly refused to attend the debate in 2015. And So that has been issued. So Nigerian debate, presidential debate, have always been surrounded with so many issues. Always surrounded with a lot of controversies, which is terrible. It is very terrible, uh, because the debate. I think Nigeria, the Nigerian leaders or the people who want to take up leadership position in Nigeria, they don't understand the importance of debate. The importance of debate is an opportunity for them to come and showcase to us, to showcase to Nigerians, like, what did they have to offer Nigerians? What did they bring to the table to 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 what is their policies about the many problems that is affecting Nigeria and Nigerians, and how what is the solutions that they prefer, or what is the solution that they bring to the table to tackle the numerous problems that is facing us in Nigeria and outside Nigeria as Nigerians. So debate, it's supposed is that platform for a candidate to convince Nigerians, that's the voters, to vote for them. But no, it's not in Nigeria. Nigerians don't see it that way. They don't value the importance of debate, so they don't really give much. I was gonna use some word, but let me restrain myself. They just don't care. Let's put it that way. They just don't care. So, uh, over the years, the number of parties began to grow and grow and grow and grow. And I said in 1999 was two parties that's candidate that ran for the presidency. In 2007, we had a lot of more candidates for the presidency, which is 2003. You have 20 in 2007, and the debate participant, the nine parties was invited for the debate out of the 20, and in 2011 we also have 20 candidates, and out of those only three parties were invited for the debate, and in 2015 we had actually just 15 parties. Or some people say 14 parties, some say 15. From the sources I've viewed so far, and only 4 parties were invited to the debate. And this year 2019, 5 parties were invited for the debate. But we'll talk about this year in a little bit. So now you've had a history of the debate, the presidential debate in Nigeria, how it has been marred by the visionlessness of our leaders, or the reluctance to see the importance of debates and use it for what it's meant for, to convince Nigerians on why they should vote for them. They haven't used it properly. So now let's go into the debate at hand, the current one, the one that we know that is going on, right? That's the VP have happened on 9 days ago, so we are looking forward to the presidential debate. So, as I mentioned earlier, 5 parties were selected for this debate, and it has so many controversies about it, for excluding certain parties from the debate. And one major party that have been raising hell about it is AAC. Sure, the Take backers. So they were excluded from the debate, and they're not gonna have it, and the issue is in court right now. So let me give you a little bit of what transpired from what I've gathered, reading and viewing all those informations. So the NEDG, that is the Nigerian the election debate group, in conjunction with BON, that's the Broadcast Organization of Nigeria. So they had this poll of parties who are gonna participate for the election, and in that poll, the outcome of that poll is that Muhammadu Buhari, that's APC, came number 1 in that poll. PDP came number 2 in that poll, and AAC. Okay, APC is Buhari party. PDP is Atiku's party. Everybody knows that. I just want to mention it again. And number 3, AAC came number 3 on that poll. AAC is Omoyele Shore's party, and ANRP came number 4 on that poll, and that is Tope Fashawar's party. And YPP came number 5 on that poll, and that is Kingsley Mohalu's party. And SDP came number 6 on that poll, and that is Donald Duke's party. And ANN came number 7 on that poll, and that is what's his name? Fela Dorotere's party. And number 8 on that poll is ACPN, and that is Obi Ezekwere's series party. So I think once again number 1 was APC Buhari with over 2,000 votes, I believe, maybe. And number 2 is PDP, that's Atiku, with over 2,000 votes. And number 3 is AAC, that's Omoyele Sowore. He came 3rd, as I said, with 1,638 votes. And number 4 is ANRP, which came with 7. Let me check my figures. Give me a sec. All right, where was I? Number 4. I said ANRP came number 4 with about 700 votes, and YPP number 5. That's Mohalu with about 500 votes, and SDP number 6 with about 400 votes. I guess SDP and AN are both 6 really, or 6, 7, whichever you want to go with that. AN Fela Dorotere have about 400 votes as well, and the last person is ACPN. The last party, ACPN, and the candidate is Obi Ezekwesili. And so among these people that want to vote, so they, instead of picking the first 5 parties that won, no, they didn't do that. They picked number 1, 2, and then they skipped number 3, number 4, and picked number 5, and they skipped number 6 and picked number 7 and 8. So that is all the wahala, all the noise that we've been hearing about, and that's why Omoyele Sowore is making noise and is suing for his party to be allowed to participate in the presidential debate. I guess they cannot participate in the vice presidential debate because that is over with at this point. We're done with the vice presidential debate, and now we're waiting for the presidential debate on January 19. So if the court rules in the favor of AAC, so we will see Omoyele Sowore and the presidential debate in January next month, the 19th. So I'm really, 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 really hoping that the court rules on his favor. Because I want to see him debate in the national television, which is the exposure that his party needs, and an opportunity to convince Nigerians to vote for him. Because he's doing a great work. He's been campaigning everywhere, all over the country. But he's a small party, new party, and don't have money like the big parties. So, the national TVs don't give them airtime that much. All his exposure is through his YouTube channel, his Facebook, through his social media channel, his Sahara Reporters media that he owns, and other independent people talking about him, like me talking about him, or other people on YouTube talking about him. So I think he needs this exposure. So that's why he's suing. So so I hope he wins. I really hope he wins the court rules in his favor. So now that is about how that was chosen and the discrepancy on that of that poll or discrepancy or in the decision of NEDG and BON on picking five parties that did not make the top five on the poll. So um, so it's people are complaining. People are saying this is rigging. This is rigging before the rigging. Nigeria, not only for Nigeria. This is rigging the election before the rigging of the election. So yeah, it's funny, but it's not funny. It's not funny at all. It's not funny. It's very, very disheartening to see the list. Very disheartening. So let's now, the so the vice presidential candidate. You already know the vice presidential candidate for APC at the debate that happened on December 14th, last Friday, 9 days ago. APC was Professor, or let's call it Vice President Yemi Osibanjo, and PDP was Mr. Peter Obi, that's the VP candidate for PDP, and YPP VP candidate Miss Uma Getso, and ACPN VP candidate was Alhaji Abdul Ganiu Galadima, and the ANN VP candidate is Mrs. Khadija Abdullahi. Okay, so now you know the candidate that participated in the vice presidential debate. So I'm not gonna go into the details or the nitty-gritty of the debate, but I would really, really encourage. I have to do better on this. Okay, I would really, really encourage you all to go watch the debate. I think it's an interesting debate. It's better than the 2015 debate that I watched a few years ago. I watched that like maybe in 2016. That's when I watched it. So this debate was definitely better than that, in my opinion. Anyone can have their own opinion. So that is my take on that. But this debate covered mostly economic issues. It did not cover anything about much about security or education, but it talked about power in a little bit, but mostly it's 90% about economy of Nigeria. And so the candidate did their opening statement and they asked them a question about what is their take about their view on VP being a spare tire position, which I think was hilarious. So and they all voiced their opinion, and then they dived into the debate proper about the economic issue. They asked about the GDP that has been averaging about 16% for a while now. So how are they gonna do economic diversification to improve our GDP and all that? Then talk about Nigerian being stagnant in aggregate investment for a while now. So how are they going to improve or move from that stagnancy to improve on our aggregate investment? And they also asked about the Nigerian monetary policies, like the forest exchange, I believe. And they also talk about the petroleum prices and subsidy. They do a while subsidies and people make their arguments and stuff. They talked about the policy on government, the policy of the individual party, like the policy of this party on their views on government policy on spending and all that. And they talked about power, and they also talked about the technology sector or the ICT sector, the power, and they talked about so many. I think I listed about 17 different issues, mostly economic issues that was talked about on the debate. So I think it covered a good ground, and the candidate did well. I think Peter Obi owned that debate. Anyone can think otherwise. And Simbanjo did well as well. They've tried to defend the indefensible. It is difficult to defend APC at this point, but he actually did a good job defending uh, his party. It and the uh, the other three can the other three VP candidates were they fold my hand. They fold my hand, no be small. Uh, Miss Getzer, Mrs. Getzer of YPP, she did all right. In my opinion, she did better than Mrs. Abdullahi of ANN. That's Khadija. Khadija was very nervous. I think she's afraid of public speaking, so she should have trained well for that. She should have prepared for that. But I don't think she was very prepared for that. Even though she was reading off from a note, she still was shaky and her voice was shaky and all that. And Mr. Alhaji Galadima of ACP, and that guy was confusing me. He was confusing me throughout the debate. It's just funny that he actually ran for the presidency in his party last election in 2015 of the ACP, and he was the presidential candidate, and now he's the VP candidate of that party. So yeah, he's. I think I think Mrs. Obi or Dr. Obi Ezekwesili needs a new a new VP candidate in my opinion. But ladies, I'm proud to have that you guys we're on that platform. But you need to talking about Omar Getso and Khadija Abdullahi. You guys need to improve on your public speaking skills and all that. I really think you need to improve on that. So that is my little talk on the debate. I really want to hear your opinions and what you think about the debate, and I hope you learn one or two things about the history of the debate from 1999 till current. And what am I? So so that's what I think. And update. I'm gonna make a video in a few hours. That's 6 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time, which should be a. I need a better stand. And okay, okay. 6 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time. I'm gonna make a video, part 3 of the show Can He Win the Nigerian presidential election in 2019. Part 3 is gonna be done in a few hours. 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you're available to watch me go live, you can join me on live, or you can watch it later. And on Monday, 5 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time, which should be about 11 p.m. Nigerian time, I'll do another video on reasons why you should vote in 2019. That is going to be an interesting video. I mean, or more or less part 3 video is going to be also interesting. So I want to hear your opinion, what you think about the debate, and what is your hope about the people that were excluded in their debate. Do you think it was fair to exclude Moyole Shore as AAC from the debate, and Tobe Fashawa from the debate? So I want to hear your opinion in the comment section. Share this video and watch the videos in a few hours. Another video on Monday is coming out. Watch, share, subscribe, and hit the bell. Subscribe and hit the bell button and share this video. Thank you very much, and you have a wonderful day.